Chapter 1. The Unexpected Encounter. Captain Ryan Williams had never been one to shy away from adventure. As a deep space navigator and freelance explorer, he had ventured across the galaxy, encountering strange species, uncharted planets, and mysteries beyond his wildest imagination. But nothing could have prepared him for the encounter on the distant planet of Zora 5. The planet was a lush, vibrant world filled with dense jungles and towering trees that reached toward the sky like green giants. Ryan had arrived to study a rare energy anomaly, but what caught his attention was the beauty of the planet's native species. Among them was a tall, striking alien woman, her skin a deep shade of purple, her eyes a gleaming shade of emerald. Her body was covered in soft, silken hair that flowed from her head down to her limbs, making her appear like some otherworldly goddess. Her name was Elysia, a member of the Zoran race, an ancient and secluded species known for their grace, strength, and mysterious ways. She had been part of the planet's diplomatic team, assisting in communicating with off-world travelers. But it wasn't just her beauty that caught Ryan's attention. It was the intensity of her gaze, the quiet confidence she exuded, and the strange connection he felt the moment their eyes met. The night they shared was unlike anything Ryan had ever experienced. Elysia was unlike any woman he had ever known, both alien and human in ways he could not explain. Her presence stirred something deep within him, something primal, and they spent the night together under the twinkling stars of Zora 5, entwined in passion. When morning came, Elysia was gone, and Ryan was left with only the lingering memory of the unforgettable night. He thought little of it. After all, he was a man of space, constantly moving from one mission to the next, never staying in one place long enough to put down roots. Chapter 2. The Unexpected Twist. 2 months passed, and Ryan had forgotten about Elysia. His focus had shifted back to his duties, navigating the galaxy's many challenges. However, everything changed when he received a message from an unknown source, a transmission from Zora 5. The message was simple but startling. "I am carrying your child, Ryan." Alicia's voice echoed through the comms, calm but serious. She explained that the Zoran species had unique reproductive methods. Female Zorans, once impregnated, would carry their eggs for a short time before laying them in a safe, nurturing environment. Elysia had been carrying Ryan's child since that fateful night. As a result of the union, a Zoran egg had begun to grow inside her, and she was now ready to lay it. Ryan's heart raced as he processed the information. He had heard of alien reproductive processes before. Some races were known to lay eggs, others had complex birthing rituals, but he had never imagined he would be involved in one. The reality hit him like a bolt of lightning. He was going to be a father. He immediately made plans to return to Zora 5. He had questions, lots of them. Could he be a father to an alien child? What did it mean for him and Elysia? And what kind of life would their child have, growing up in a world that was so different from Earth? Chapter 3. The Egg. Ryan landed on Zora 5 and made his way to the lush, tranquil location where Elysia had settled. The world was as beautiful as he remembered, filled with vibrant flora and fauna that seemed to pulse with life. Elysia greeted him warmly, her glowing eyes soft with emotion. The physical distance between them had been long, but the bond between them felt as though it had never been broken. "You came," Elysia said, her voice carrying a hint of surprise and affection. "I wasn't sure you would." Ryan smiled awkwardly. "I had to. It's a lot to take in, but I'm here now." Elysia led him to a serene clearing, where a soft glow emanated from a nest-like structure. At the center, a large, egg-shaped object rested. It shimmered gently, its surface undulating as though something was moving inside. Elysia sat beside it, her expression calm but filled with anticipation. "This is the egg," she said softly, placing a hand on its surface. "It has already started developing, and in a few hours, it will be ready to hatch. This is our child, Ryan." Ryan felt a mixture of awe and anxiety wash over him. He crouched down beside the egg, unsure of what to do, but determined to be there for Elysia and the child they had created together. It was overwhelming, the idea of being a father to an alien child, but something inside him told him it was right. He had made a connection with Elysia, and that bond was about to become a family. Chapter 4. The Birth. The waiting was the hardest part. As the hours passed, Ryan stayed by Elysia's side, his hand resting gently on her shoulder. There was a strange but powerful sense of peace surrounding the moment. Elysia was calm, her alien physiology capable of handling the birthing process without stress. She smiled up at him. "It is time," she whispered. Ryan watched in awe as the egg began to crack. Alicia's hand gently coaxed it open, revealing a small, alien creature, a hybrid of Zoran and human. The child had violet skin, just like Alicia's, with soft, silver hair that shimmered under the light of the Zoran sky. Its eyes opened, revealing a glint of emerald, much like Alicia's own eyes. Ryan stared at his newborn child in wonder. Despite its alien appearance, it had his features, his eyes. It was theirs, this tiny being that would grow and learn in a world so different from Earth. "I'm a dad," Ryan muttered to himself, his voice full of disbelief and joy. Elysia turned to him, her face glowing with pride. "Yes, Ryan, our child." Ryan felt a deep bond form instantly. Despite the strangeness of the situation, he knew this was his family. The child, their child, would grow up in a world of wonder, where both human and Zoran cultures would meet. They would raise the child together, bridging the gap between their worlds. Chapter 5. A New Beginning. As the days passed, Ryan adapted to his new role as a father. He worked with Elysia to care for their child, who was growing rapidly. They began to make plans for the future, how to raise their child, how to teach them both Earth and Zoran ways, and how to help the child navigate both worlds. Despite the unconventional beginning to his fatherhood, Ryan realized something profound. Family wasn't about where you came from or what species you were. It was about the love and responsibility you felt for those you cared about. And in that moment, Ryan knew he had a family now, a family that would change the future for both humans and Zorans alike. And so, as Ryan held his child in his arms, he smiled at Elysia. "You were right. This is the best gift I could ever receive." Alicia's eyes sparkled with pride. "Together, we will make sure our child grows strong." A new chapter for both our peoples. And with that, a new family was born on Zora 5. One that would bridge the stars and create a future neither human nor Zoran had ever imagined. Epilogue: A shared future. Ryan's life was no longer just about space exploration. It was about family, his family, and the future he would build with Elysia and their child. They would face challenges, yes, but together, they would overcome them, learning from each other and creating a new, united world for both humans and Zorans. And so, in the vast expanse of space, Mark Williams learned that sometimes the greatest adventures began with the most unexpected moments. And sometimes the gift of life was truly a gift beyond anything one could imagine.